I'm back to my YouTube subscribers. How you guys doing? You know when I come real. This is story time. When I first moved to Georgia, I don't know why, but it seems to me as if though Georgia has a lot of ghosts. Ghosts. What happened was me and my children, we moved in that first house. And you know I got a long distance relationship. So my boyfriend, he lives in New Orleans and I lived in Georgia. So we moved in the first house and everything was fine. Everything was so good. Then my sister moved down to Georgia and she moved in the house with us. So when she moved in the house with us, one day I wanted to look at Paranormal. I started playing and some of my kids, we all was sitting around watching it. We was watching it. So my sister, she said, why y'all watching it? She said, y'all gonna let ghosts in the house. I said, no scary movie lets ghosts in the house. I'm telling you. We watched a movie. We start seeing things in the house. I watched Freddy Krueger. I watched Jason. I watched so many movies. But never have I seen ghosts in the house. Paranormal, please do not. If you don't want ghosts in your house, do not watch Paranormal. It's not just like you see ghosts in your house. You might see something on the side of your eye move, please. But that stuff is normal. You might see like a ghost pass by or something. That's normal. But I'm talking about the abnormal stuff. We've seen shadows walk through the house and everything. So anyways, we moved. Then we moved into this other house. I love the house. This house was so big. It was so beautiful. I pulled up at the house and I decided I wanted it. I was supposed to meet the landlord and I sat in the car waiting for the landlord. The children looking through the windows talking about, oh mama, look like I seen something in there. I was like, you ain't seen nothing. I ain't believe it. Everybody waiting. The kids waiting. Once we moved into this house, everything seemed so still. I don't know if anybody ever experienced that. And something about the house seemed kind of dim. Nice, big, humongous, beautiful house. My mom moved in and my sisters moved in and my brother moved in and my nephew moved in and brother-in-law. We one big happy family. We playing cards and everything. I mean, then all of a sudden everybody moves out. And once everybody moves out, my sister said, somebody at the door? It was a slide door, glass slide door. Somebody at the door? And my son's like, no. And then the door, boom! Slammed. That door slammed. My son dropped down on the floor, crawling down the stairs. My sister running on the side of the stairs. And you know, she was a big girl. She running on the side of the stairs. And my son gets up and runs and they're falling all over each other. So finally I called the police. And once I called the police, they come out so fast. I mean, in Georgia, 911 is not a joke. You know how they say 911 is a joke? It is not a joke. They come real fast. It's like they right there in the neighborhood or something like that. So once I call the police comes over and they check out the stairway and, you know, on the patio and, you know, the slide door. And they said nobody never walked on the stairs. Because they said if somebody would have came up the stairs, they said the spider webs wouldn't have been there. And they said the mud, it would have had mud on the stairs. There was no evidence that somebody been there. It was like, what the time to go to bed. Everybody going to bed. I hear the knock on my bedroom door. I said, what? And it just kept on. I said, who is it? Nobody answered. Nobody answered. I was like, you know, I said, who is it? And it stopped just because I said, who is it? I yelled it. I get up, go answer the door. I don't see nobody. I guess I must have let the damn ghost in the room. I get back in the bed. I lay down. I could feel something behind my back. I turn around and I look. There's this big black shadow standing up there, tall, really tall. So I was like, what the f is that? And I'm just like looking, my eyes all watery like it is now. And I'm just like looking at this tall, black shadow. And you know why you get so scared till you just can't move? I was like, it's like almost like my breath was taken. I wanted to pray. I couldn't even pray. All I could do is like, I thought that if I prayed, that this gonna stir this thing or whatever it was. I was like, this house got ghosts in it. What the is that?
What is that? I'm scared.
Is that a ghost? Is that a demon? Is that an imp? What the is that? Is that the devil himself? I just looked over at the door, act like I ain't see him. Gets out the bed, goes in the room where the children is. And I said, hey, I said, could I sleep with y'all? I think we got ghosts. And the children looked at me like I was stupid. I was like, oh well, I don't care what they think. I'm going to sleep with them. And once I go sleep with the kids, it's like, you know, soon as we go, I think everybody coming in one room. Come on, close the door. Put everybody in one room, one big bed. So all of a sudden, there was a knock on the door. The doorknob was twisted. So anyways, I told the children, I said, is there anybody in this house? They said, no, nobody but our auntie and, you know, and our cousins. I would not say their names because I'm not sure if they want their names on here. I said, that's a ghost. And they was like looking at me like I was stupid. Like I was lying. So what I do? I said, watch this. I get up, I go to the door, open it up. Who is it? I said, see that? Nobody. I better let the ghost in the room. Then you can hear the doorknob twitch. I said, this was out freaking rages. I'm so serious. I know y'all might think I'm lying, but God being my living witness, I raised my right hand. God being my living witness, this really happened. After that, we go, you know, everybody trying to go to sleep and stuff like that. I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take and I'm going to open up the Bible and I'm going to put the Bible by the bed, at the door of every door. And I'm going to put it on the Lord as my shepherd outside of the door. So I put it outside of the door. The Lord is my shepherd still. I guess the book was just a book. There was a knock on the door. I said, wouldn't a book keep them away? The Bible? Well, I guess we must have had to pray. And that's just what we did. Me and my children, we all prayed. And when we prayed, everything got still and quiet. So we lay down and go to sleep. Waiting for the next day. See, another day, I would leave the house. And when I left the house, then this thing making voices, imitating my voices. There were some times that I would run down, I would go up in my room and I hear some noises like children in the hall. And I'll come out of my room. And when I come out of my room, I said, what the fuck? And I could still hear the children talking, a bunch of kids. I peek in my children's room, they sleep. You know what I did? I took that olive oil and shook it, said, the Lord is my shepherd prayer. And I went to putting the crosses on every door with that oil. The Lord is my shepherd walking through the house. I shall not want. It calmed it down a little bit. I could hear the children like moving away. And all of a sudden, I went to follow the children's voice. Oh yeah. Ain't nothing gonna scare me in my own house. So when I followed the kid's voice, I say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I mean, say the whole prayer all the way to the bitter end throughout the house. They were going down the stairs. I could hear the feet step, the steps of the foot. Running down, and then you can hear a bunch of little kids talking. I run down the stairs. Goes into the garage. They run to the garage. I go into the garage. Once I goes into the garage, I said, what the heck? They had a little tiny door. I'm so serious. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. There was this little tiny door. This little tiny door. I didn't hear them no more in the garage, but I could hear people low up in that little tiny door. I opened up that little door. I don't know what that was. I was too scared to go all the way in there. I didn't know what was up in there. It was too dark. I opened it up. It was a door like go straight down, and the point go all the way up, and then it goes like a triangle on one end, go up like that. But anyway, I just listened up in there. You can hear people talking. You can hear grown folks and everything. I mean, you can hear children and mostly grown-ups. I said, what the heck was going on? My nephew, he comes over to the house. This was another day. He comes over to the house, and when he comes to the house, he tells us, let's take pictures, my nephew and my niece. So they take pictures up in the house. They say, you got ghosts in the house. I had no idea that you can see ghosts through a cell phone camera. When I say I seen these ghosts, it's like people with wide white hair, like it's slavery days. Then they had a man on the floor, like you could see the blood up on the floor, but it's like, and then you could see the man laying on the floor, a lady sitting on a chair with a baby. It was a black lady holding the baby. It was a white man with a big wide hat on. They looked like way back in the slavery days. The men had mean faces. I was like, I am done. I am done. So when I would get in my car and I would drive around Georgia, just because the pictures that I saw, I started paying attention to how Georgia looked. They have houses in Georgia that looks like, I'm not sure. I could be right and I could be wrong. These houses in Georgia, they look like slavery houses. Because they're so old. They look like where the slaves laid their heads at. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think I'm right. I think those were slavery houses. But in that house that we were living in, I think a lot of people died. There was another time. I'm going to tell you, I was sitting in my car. And everybody was inside. And my daughter was in the car with me. And I would sit up there like this. My daughter just talking to me. And I'm just listening to her. And all I know is I could feel something in front of my eyes. I'll open my eyes and look. Oh, please don't think I'm lying for this. I'm telling you the truth. That was this tall shadow. Something I never seen before. All I could see in my car was legs walking across the ground. And I did like this, looking up in my glass mirror. And I was like, what the is that? I was like, what the is that? I never knew stuff like that would exist. I'm telling you the truth. As God's been my living witness, I would not play with God. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. And that's what I really believe in. But I'm telling you, as God can be my living witness, I saw this big, tall. It was like a giant. It's like I had to look up, sat down in the car, just to see him. Just to see him. His head was like close, is over the house. I mean, everything was like a shadow. And this house that we was living in, every time that the whatever that was that looked like people, and you could see through them just a little bit. And now, if you ever seen something like this, pay attention to, you can see through these people that look like people that you could see through. Every time when they would come in, the shadows wasn't there. But when the shadows would come, they would leave, like the shadows were scaring them. So that house, ever since that house, I know a house when I see it. I can tell if the house is ghost house or not. I can tell if they have a whole lot of them. I might not know how many. I can tell if they have a few of them, and I can tell if they have none. Now this house that I moved in, when I first moved in here, I didn't see anything. Nothing. I'm fine. I still don't see, but when I let people move in, that's when stuff started happening. I seen this thing. I'm not trying to scare y'all, but it is the month of October. And you know what that means. People like to say happy Halloween. These things go as far as they can touch you. You can feel them. These ghosts, you don't want them to touch you. My little boy, he was a baby, and everybody was trying their hardest to protect him. When we couldn't protect ourselves, we protect him. So we would always sleep together. There was knocking on the doors. There was doorknobs twisting. And one of my daughters thought that we was crazy and we was setting it all up. And that was my second to the oldest daughter. And I was like, okay, do what you want to do. So she goes in her own room and she goes sleep in her room. All of a sudden she come run up in the room telling us, y'all telling the truth, there is a ghost in there. Her eyes all watery. She come running saying, there is a ghost, there is a ghost. I'm scared, I'm scared. I said, what did he do to you? I was laying in my bed sleeping and I could feel something shaking the bed. And I just thought it was one of y'all. So it shook the bed again. And I looked back and I didn't see nobody. I said, what part of the bed is shook? She said it grabbed the mattress and lifted up and down by her foot, shaking it on the corner of the bed. Another thing I noticed about ghosts, or whatever, I call them ghosts. I don't know what the heck they are, but I call them ghosts. Another thing I noticed about them is you show them that you're scared of them, they're going to aggravate you. If you talk about them a lot, and they're in that house, they're going to always be around. If certain music that you play is certain music, like it got to have repeatedly, you got to keep repeating itself without words like whatever. I don't know how to do it, but they comes around and they hang around. If your house is not clean, they comes around, they hangs around. If you have trash can in your house and it's smelly, if your house stays dark, they comes around and they hang around. If your house always is dim, they comes around, they hang around. If you like dark colors, they like dark colors too, they're hanging around. If you play garland music, they're not coming. They're going to leave. And if you play it too long, they're going to leave. Your house stays clean, they're not going to come. They're not going to come. Even if your house is staying clean, they're going to come anyway if your house stays clean anyway, if your house is dim. You have to have something that's going to attract them, is going to draw them to that house. Oh, another thing. If you keep your lights off and you keep your TV on, they're coming. And if you play the movie Paranormal, they're coming. So, and if you have ghosts in your house, protect your babies, because your baby's liable to come up with crib debt. If you got ghosts in your house, protect your little children, because you will wonder why they're falling down the steps. Ghosts like to push children down the steps. They love pushing children. Whatever them things is, I call them ghosts, but they like pushing on children. They like to talk to children. They like to scare children up when they talk to them. So if you see your child talking to himself, his or herself, beware. You might got ghosts. If you see your child looking in the corner or looking somewhere, because they like to hang in to the walls and in the corner, that's the shadows. If you see them, if you see your child staring like, you might got ghosts and you might not have it, but you might got them. My mama house had ghosts. She lived in Georgia. That's why I say Georgia must be infested with ghosts, but only in certain spots. Cause at night, you could see them walking down the street at night. I'm so serious. I am so serious. My boyfriend begged me to stay up in that house. He begged me. He loved the house because it was big, but he never came there. I told him how big. I told him the square footage and everything. He loved the house. He begged me to stay. He said, "There's no such thing as ghosts." Know what I'm saying? The devil is a liar. There is a such thing as ghosts. You need to come yourself down here and come see what the heck we seeing. You need to go through what we're going through. Well, anyways, I moved. And I moved into another big house. And I moved into the other big house. It didn't have no ghosts. Till this one particular person started coming over there, sleeping over. I'm not going to say his name. That house became a ghost house. I don't know where the ghosts come from. But stay tuned for part 2. Thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to press that little bell at the bottom. So subscribe and thumbs up. Give me a comment and I'll give you a comment back. So happy Halloween.